ladies and gentlemen. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now this is going to be more for the ladies here again, because again, why are the ladies always under attack? It seems that your meaningful, your existence, ladies, is looking to be erased. They don't want you here. They obviously hate you, because things that of this nature. It seems that if you guys don't start fighting back, you really will lose all meaning that you guys have. I mean, let's put it this way. We're gonna have this. You guys will go out and split yourselves up, and say you guys will go out and then proceed to get a job or career, lose majority of your youth to actually be able to bear children and stuff like that. And then after that, you get into around your late 20s, early 30s, learning that you only have a few years to get somebody that you actually enjoy to be around, and then not be able to have kids or something, or have a very low chance of getting kids once you reach a certain worth threshold, and then you become miserable because you can't have kids. Obviously, women, not all women want to have children, but I digress. This is a common thing that women want to do, and have you, and you swipe away, and then they don't tell you the actual dangers of what's going on, right? They're like, how you guys perceive this. And now you have your sports wanting to go away, be taken away from you. You're also going to have your locker rooms taken away from you, your safety in your own places taken away from you, and all this stuff because, diversity, and you want to acceptance and stuff like that. Well, we have something even greater than that. We have this. Major brands offer customers ability to opt out of sensitive Mother's Day promos. Several major corporations have sent marketing emails to their customers with the ability to opt out of Mother's Day promotions. Kroger, Hallmark, Nespresso, DoorDash, and others sent emails acknowledging that Mother's Day can be a sensitive time for some customers. Customers were given the option to turn off notification emails in celebration of the day. Fry's Food Store's message read, "We know Mother's Day and Father's Day can be a sensitive times for some. If you'd like to opt out of our emails and push notifications for these holidays, please tap below. Don't worry, you'll still receive all our other emails." Another from K Jeweler says, "We're here for you. We know Mother's Day can be a challenging time, which is why we want to know if you would rather not receive Mother's Day related emails. Click the button below and we'll take with the rest. As always, you'll be the first to know about the new styles you'll love." This isn't occurring only in the United States. The practice is common for several businesses and is applied to many holidays. According to the Australian outlet Smart Company, flower brand Bloom and Wild have been practicing this thoughtful marketing style since 2019. Since then, hundreds of UK companies have followed suit. Australian businesses such as Raleigh, Aesop, GoTo, Archie Rose, and even the follower delivery service Daily Blooms have sent out similar emails to customers. Ancestry.com, Levi's, MAC Cosmetics, Stitch Fix, Beauty Counter, and Bye Bye Baby also participate in the practice. Validating the feelings of customers in this way is believed by some to be a whole new level of pandering. Those who participate in thoughtful marketing campaigns say it is an attempt to make a personal connection with customers. They welcome the new approach. The Sydney Morning Herald recently ran a story that highlighted the thoughts of one psychologist, Tamara Covenant. Covenant said, we typically think of Mother's Day as celebratory and appreciative of someone, but there's a whole lot of people who have lost their mother or don't have a relationship with their parent in the way they want, or parents who don't have a relationship with their child in the way they want. Another clinical psychologist named Dr. Christy Ross told the New Zealand-based outlet Stuff, "This recognition by retailers that these days may be a raw and triggering for people give those people the ability to have some control over the level of exposure to things that they would consider a predictable trigger. Something that you can expect to upset you. Minimizing your exposure to those triggers is perfectly acceptable. Having a break from what can feel like an onslaught of information that emerges at certain times of the year enables enables people to recharge and recover from the distress around a sense of loss. However, some believe this is a way of thinking of this as a slippery slope. When we begin to validate each and every other's feelings, where does that end? Father's Day has a long history of being attacked by those who do not consider the day important. Is this the beginning of canceling mothers and Father's Day in the era of pronouns being policed? Let me put it this in the way to where you guys can probably understand this. Listen, ladies, the reason why they're doing this is because they're trying to pander to the LGBTQ plus community, which means the trans women, right? They want to promote the trans women, they want to make sure the trans women feel safe, and as the trans women, eliminate all your rights, your ability to be safe in your locker rooms, and to, if you want to be a mother, they want to eliminate that too, so they're going to pander to them. This is what they're trying to do to you. I hate to break it to you, but this is the reality that you ladies have to face. And the more that you vote Democratic, the more that you vote for these people, the more that's just going to happen, and you'll be eradicating your little fancy world that would be, your own side, what you identify as. So, I mean, there's more. Have fun with that. We have more with all this stuff too as well. Something very strange is happening with big corporations out of nowhere. And, Kroger, Fry's Food Stores, K-Jewelers, Hallmark, and now DoorDash have all sent opt-out Mother's Day emails to their customer base. This is not organic. This reeks of anti-family activists. Next person as well, prefer not to hear about Mother's Day. And then we have always Levi's doing this too, and Ancestry. We realize for some Mother's Day may be a tough time. If you prefer not to receive emails about our 2023 Mother's Day sale, you can opt out below. And then you have more from MAC Cosmetics. And then you have Milk and Honey Spa too, and all this great stuff. So, ladies and gentlemen, specifically ladies in this aspect, what are you going to do if you lose everything, right? When you have, when you lose the ability to be safe anywhere where you go. I was watching Vinland Saga last night, right? Love the anime, season 2. And from what you people seem to realize is that there are only a certain percentage of women and a certain percentage of men that were that hold the helm or hold the power of the world, right? Or whatever their section they were at. The other majority of percent of people, men were either becoming slaves or they were, or women were used as what they would call spoils of war to sell and stuff like that to become slaves. And then, of course, the women would either be raped or they would be also raped by other people, stolen from their husbands, etc., etc. This was a common practice back in those days. And then, of course, you ladies want to say that that women just had it bad. No, men had it too. They had their wives taken from them, their kids taken from them. This was all back in those days. If you think that this is going to be because of, you're watching an anime, January reports, I mean, no. This was actually based off of mostly history and what was coming. There was a reason why it was called rape and pillaging for a reason. You do know this, right? So, the men would be killed, the elderly would be killed, the kids possibly would be taken, if not killed, and then the mothers would be sold, raped, and then the fathers would either be killed, or they would lose their wives, and the guys would be sold into slavery. This was a common practice back in those days, and the fact that you women think that you're the only ones that suffered tragedy, that suffered any type of damage, is asinine. Do you have any idea what it feels like to have your own wife taken from you forcefully and there was nothing to do about it? The amount of disgrace and humiliation that a man feels for having his own wife taken from him, God forbid seeing her get raped and right in front of him, you don't even realize the pain, the horror that pertains. Yeah, it's bad for both parties. And then you women here want to come out and say that you have the worst of it all. No. Men had it bad too. Around the same level as women. It's just we had different difficulties at the time. Now, you women are now going to only have where men are the only rule, women have it bad, and only women have it bad, and men will be able to control everything. Your safety, gone. Your rights, gone. Everything, gone. And this is what they're trying to do. You either vote differently and try to see the ways of the world of what it is, or watch and vote your own rights and your abilities away permanently. This is what you have to face. You may think, you're just being an ass. No, maybe so. But this is no time for laughing matter. I'm trying to help you guys. You got to help yourself. And the only way you're going to be able to help yourself is by realizing the world of what's coming to come. I know I have some ladies and women in here that watch my show, that watch what I do, right? Thank you for that. I appreciate it. But what I'm doing here is I'm showing out the hard truths of what the reality is for you guys. What some of you, a lot of what I would say, a lot of what your ilk do, that you blast men constantly. And now you're facing these repercussions. It's almost like karma coming out to get you because you constantly do this stuff. And I'm not saying all women do this, because I don't think all of them do. But the reality is, this is what's happening, and you have to face it. And the only way to stop it is to vote differently. I understand not all Republicans are great, but vote for the right ones so we can end this madness, to end this tragedy, because as we see here, your days are numbered. They're becoming numbered very quickly. Alright guys, that's the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care.